afternoon, everybody. I know this is already the last part, the last thing on the agenda, and well, to be honest, I'm already feeling sleepy. But after hearing your chants here, nagising ako. Anyway, when Jack requested me to talk about to give this talk, I said, "What's the topic all about?" And she said, "It's racing F1." I said, "What's racing F1?" So I googled, and I found out that what racing F1 means is, what nawala? Nawala. No. I think it's up. It means, huh? Wait. Okay. The highest class of auto racing for a particular classification or category. That's, I think, a single-seater, no, category. So that means that we are aiming for this racing F1. Maybe in the past, what we did was to race F4, we increased it to F3, F2, and now we're aiming for F1. Possible? Possible. Yeah, very much possible. Now, when you say it's a race, what are we racing towards? It's racing towards the finish line, right? No? But there are two components here. Okay. We're racing versus time. Why time? Because we have to achieve our targets within a period of time. But what's important here, I feel, if we really are racing F1, is to achieve our targets or to reach the finish line ahead of time. We shouldn't be waiting for the last minute to do this. We should do all the preparations this early, which we are doing, by the way, so that to enable us to reach the finish line ahead of our competitors, way ahead of our competitors, diba? So, before we begin this next leg of the race, or before we continue on, I just would like to pause at this time. You do your some introspection also and see, are we ready? How ready are we? Okay, without even before the next slide, you see that for the past 2 days, the AMs have already undergone training, no? And it was really so energizing for me, no? And very uplifting to see that what we're doing now is what the big companies, the multinational companies are doing. And for me, this morning, I was as I was sharing with Sir Mike, I was not really teary-eyed, almost, but somehow I felt like, wow, this is what we used to do when we saw the video. It was a beautiful video. I like the video. Congratulations, Mike, for that. No? So I said to myself, Cord Life is the company that it is today. In the past, we were struggling. We were in the dark. We had a lot of shortcomings, a lot of problems, a lot of challenges. Now, we're beginning to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And all it takes for us, really, is just to join hands together and do everything we can to ensure that we finish the race. Ano yan? Strong. Okay. Now, I'd like to go back to the theme last year. I remember that so well. We talked about the values that we should be at the forefront of our minds, the values that we should instill in ourselves, the values that we should that should guide us in all our endeavors. No? These are the values of integrity, commitment, and unity. And you might say, we know that already. That's something we know, yes, but we cannot overemphasize the importance of this. You know why? Because this should always be at the forefront of our minds. We should be able to imbibe this day in and day out. We should not waver in all our, in doing all this, because this should be our guiding principle in doing our work, no? Integrity, unity, commitment, and unity. What's integrity? Just a run through. Integrity includes what? What does it include? Consistency, right? You have to be consistent. What you do, it should not only be done now, tomorrow, stop. It should be every day. It should be consistent. You should be consistent day in and day out. You should be consistent. What you say is what you must do. You must practice what you preach. And the second component is honesty.